Hold up. Really?
Is we live
I
or can
gotta.
I say something?
We don't say. Well, we live on. But they had to. They had to reconnect to Facebook.
Okay.
All right,
No,
here we
no, no.
go.
I wasn't gonna ask nothing. I can go share it, right? So we are about to be on Facebook this
Yeah, we
time.
good now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You stupid.
Everybody on there like, yeah, what they at? What they at?
My weapons focus on the enemy, don't put my mouth on people. Celebration for the run and keep the motive kingdom. No opening, no ego, and one moniker is dripping. No chicken heads but eagles, and nothing but love is given. Pressing through transition, when everything is shifting. Hypersensitivity hitting a little different. Had it to hit with ignorance and running in the brick walls. Wrestling with price tags and questioning the call. Talent take a back, see what's popping with that walk. How salty is your salt and how transparent is that talk? Cause there's a need to see a season breathe from good stuff. Equipped for fixing breaches and sprinkling seats tops. Command the heavenlies on behalf of the broken lost. Overthrow depression, not letting go of the rock. Bitterness in the heart starts fidgeting, getting hot. This deliverance from God and your position is a part or a part of a greater word. Take away debating over church. Dang it, settle your search. Get your hip replaced and get to work. We never been rappers. Mixing up the method with the ID. That eye disease, bananas in a tailpipe or hygiene. Yet I lean on the everlasting. Why everything you feel led to do always rendering detachment. Folly making fragments. Divorces from attachments that leave us in a bracket of addicts to handy habits. Get us right, Lord. Break us from the inside. Bring life, Lord. Moving what you're made to do.
Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Listen,
What it
it's
do?
your girl
What
Dottie
business
T.
is?
We right here,
Anyone
live
on
beyond
it?
the beat.
What's up?
What's up,
Let's
Tim?
go. Man, what's happening? What's up, man? How you doing? What's going on today?
Man, it feel like a long time.
Man,
Feel like a long time.
It legit has been a long time.
Yeah,
We ran into a few issues, but we back like we never left.
I know, man. It's like that, man. We had an awesome time. I mean, last week, we had somebody supposed to be Just Murray, who is coming on at 9:00. But we had another guy we end up interviewing, D-Rock, man.
D-Rock, what's up?
Man of God. Y'all haven't checked that show out. Make sure y'all go back and check that show out and check my boy out. Make sure y'all link with him.
Yeah,
tonight we got some great artists on. We got a double header. We on for 2 hours with you guys. First up, we got King the Threat. He goes by the name of Threat, Christian hip hop artist, man. And we've been waiting to get him on. So I'm so excited about this interview. Man, y'all make sure y'all like, share. We live. Finally, they let me out of jail.
Man,
they let me out of jail today.
They wouldn't let her out. They wouldn't let her
out. They had me locked up. And then they tried to do something this morning too. Like somebody hacked my account and all kind of stuff, man. But anyway, God is good. He cleared all that stuff up.
He's faithful.
We back live, here on I was about to say IG, on Facebook. And also on YouTube. All right. YouTube is You First Media TV, and right here, and that's a new channel. And then on right here on Facebook. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all do that. That's a new channel. Like I said, we just uploading a lot of stuff to it. So it's gonna be a hot channel. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to that. All right.
Most definitely.
What's been up with you, Tia?
Man, working. You see this? This is a cup of coffee. I'm an old lady, man.
Why are you drinking coffee in the evening time? I don't get that.
Man, you know, I'm a barber and everybody want to get fly for the 4th of July. So I've been getting my butt kicked for 2 days straight, but it's all good.
Oh, man, for one day. 4th of July. I'm finding me something to do. It's quiet because I ain't trying to be in all that noise they got.
Man, I'm be at work.
Look, I'm in Florida. We might be rained out anyway.
Probably so, sis, because y'all got some Tropicana stuff going on down
there. All right, man. We got a good show for y'all. After we come back, we're going to be joined by our boy Threat, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay locked.
I'm going nowhere, man.
Take this opportunity to like and share. Get your family popping them. Sal now, you know, all them from under the tree. Get them from under the tree. Tell them to come on in the house. Come on in the house and hit us up. You know, Beyond the Beat. We here live. This is your girl, Dr. T.
Hey, the one and only, the radical one. Don't go nowhere.
We'll be right back.
Let's go.
NBC4's Ted Chen spoke with a church leader that has to shut down again, as well as another church that never reopened, even though it could have.
Right here has become the most divisive thing on the earth right now.
I put that one on whoever. For real. Thank you, Jesus. Going in, I ain't wasting no time. Sick and tired of the games and lies. Wear your mask or you can't come inside. Shirt closed, better open your eye. Say you cold, let me set you on fire. Lukewarm, he gon' spit you aside. When he coming back for a bride. Holy Spirit, yeah, he living inside, yeah. Say you Christian and you say where your faith though. Defeated death, he said if it ain't yet the case closed. Boy, you can't get into heaven with your bankroll. Put down that drink, pick up your Bible, let that bang roll. The son only way to the father. Lost soul, they in need for guidance. Cars closed, say you want you a model. Without the money, she wouldn't even bother. Jezebel got you stuck in that bondage. Jail cell put you back on the bottom. Fear of the Lord, the beginning of knowledge. Pray to God that you seeking, you find. I pick up my cross and take it back. Everything that the enemy stole from me. Took a lot of losses, now I'm back in the game. No more hustling, road running. Glory to the Father, I ain't in it for the fame. I ain't looking for show money. Say what you wanna say, I'm so unashamed. Got a purpose, he roll for me. We giving the streets heaven, all in your section. In the trenches with no weapon. The devil so disrespectful, give him no left. Claiming victory before it happened. So-called Christian rappers out here using God, trying to get them a gold medal. Praise to the Father, yeah, I done beat the odds. Did away with the half-stepping, yeah.
Yeah, we ain't really with the half-stepping. See, nobody wanna be real no more. We got preachers and Christian rappers wanna talk one way and preach another way. But they ain't living like that, talking about I can't judge you. Nah, I can't judge the world, but with you it's called accountability. Quit playing, that's on my dad, yeah. I really live it, there's more than a rent. Make no mistake, I'm about the kingdom. Keep it 250s when it's body business. Strip to the ceiling, flip it to the chair and depart from me. I never knew you. Them the ones probably gon' fool you. They only save their computers. Real like they be looking clueless. Actions be foolish. Fruit them a prune. I come to conclusions that you like living basic. You like chilling, hanging with Satan. You like to get wasted. You like to play around with temptation. Do you need some water? The truth like a pill that's too big for me to swallow. You gotta face it, fix and heal it. I'm talking transformation. They be pointing to the dark, pointing to the maker. Get on the gas, I do the dash. Blazing that Bible, got smoke on my trail. Now we're about to pass. Filled with the spirit, bring light to the trenches. His love got a man. Got my glasses, yeah, they be foggy, funky. Boy, I've been ballin', stomping. Lately been praying, rum and tussling. Back against the wall ever since I start walking. Say you got faith, but never see you walking. Take on his yoke, his burn like a feather. I lift his name, it don't matter the weather. I just been seeking him, he got me humble. And growing my life, I can see it getting better. I said what I said, they want the fame, but don't want to work. They claim his name, but don't know how he work. I swear that's a shame. They want a mansion, they chasing mama. I read the manna from calling my daddy, he sent it from heaven. I get it rain, but now it's La Robin the man. And now my feet up living lavish. I got the greens mixed with the cabbage. I got some gravy brewing in the barrel. Full of power, flexing like I'm Samson. Full dominion, trample over serpents. I'm on a rampage, no you can't walk in my sandals. Popping, I'm geek like a banshee. Mossing the devil like Randy. You get stuck facing your damn. That's why you complaining. I'm on a rampage, pressing the body to get it together. It's time to pay homage to live what you preaching and rhyming. That's word to my mama, la mama. Yeah!
Yeah,
And shout out to that boy.
Man, that was
man of music and rock.
yeah.
Woo.
See, Manna, you know, he a young buck, but he handling his business.
Hey,
like
my
a
dog,
man.
my dog.
He handling his business like a man. I can't even front. I can't even front.
His wife be on the new baby.
Yeah. Oh, they got another one coming?
Yeah, no, he already here.
Oh, you already here? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he got a baby.
Baby.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's so handsome.
Well, congratulations to bro and wifey.
Yes.
May y'all be blessed. May God just continue to bless your family, man.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I should say with many more.
Hey, they got a little squad though.
They young, they can do that, but you know, I don't know. But God bless you, bro. But listen, we here and we got our bros about to come on. I'm getting ready to bring them in. Is our brother Threat and Stat.
King Threat and Stat.
Go.
Let's go.
Let's go, bro.
Yo.
What's good?
What's up? Thank y'all for having me. First of all, I want to shout out Mark Griffin. He made the connection between us. I just appreciate that.
Shout out to our bro Mark Griffin.
That's our boy.
Yeah.
He modeling and stuff. He too good for us now, man. He modeling and stuff. You know?
Oh yeah. He always doing something different.
Yeah.
Many talents.
I started seeing all the different pictures. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Then I seen a whole set of them. I was like, oh, so bro, taking this serious.
Oh, he ain't gonna play.
This is serious.
Mark not playing, man. I wanted to shout him out because, you know, he had put me on with y'all and then I wanted to do the same thing, pay it forward. And so I wanted to bring Stat on And man, we all been knowing each other for a long time. This is like Atlanta family right here.
Okay.
So, you know, Stat's my man for like over 10 years, and that's why, you know.
Oh, that's dedication. So you don't see that kind of love no more. You don't see that kind of love.
Yeah, you know, I'm from Florida, and I don't have no relationships in Florida that go harder than the relationships I've had in the A from way back.
Yeah,
it's different. It's different.
That's good though. We need that. We need those type relationships. So we gonna talk to our bro Stat as well, but we want to start with you. Just kind of tell the people that may not know you, may not have been introduced to you since you're so invisible on Facebook and all the other popular social media channels. We need people to know who you are. Introduce yourself to the people, bro.
Well, I go by the name of Threat, and then on Instagram it's the King Threat, but the artist name is Threat. I've been making music for a long time out of passion and not, you know, for any other kind of ulterior motive. And so that's kind of just how I've been working. It's different, you know, when you're doing it for the passion and for the love versus, you know, trying to keep up with what's trending. But if anybody knows me, they probably know me from, you know, I'm born and raised in Florida. I was in Miami for the last, 10 plus years and moved to the A recently. You know, so you know me, you probably know me from Florida, from, maybe rocking a show out there or somewhere in the Southeast.
And dirty.
Some of my radio peeps down in Miami had known you. I guess they connected with you when they seen you on one of my podcasts. They were like, "Hey, that's my boy." Yeah. So I know you well known down in that area. So what made you move to the A?
I was about to say, how you end up in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of reasons. I tried to move to Atlanta in 2009. Okay. And it didn't work out. You got to have a car in Atlanta. That's one thing.
Definitely.
You feel me? So I tried to make that work for about a year, and finally went back to Florida and kind of regrouped. And then I decided that I was going to come back after I finished school. And so then I jumped into college and got an associate's degree, bachelor's degree, master's degree. And after the master's degree, I came back to Atlanta in a whole nother situation.
Okay.
You came back built like.
Hey, came back stacked.
I was like, okay, I got you. Noted. I'm coming back. I'm gonna come back stronger.
Force ahead. You did.
Yeah. And it's funny because now the Atlanta that I know is not the Atlanta that I knew back then, because
totally different.
Now I'm in different parts of the A.
Yeah.
And so I don't even be in the parts of the A, most of them that I was in before. It's different. It's funny. It's funny how that works.
It was a music scene. When you came out there.
I think that, Well, I mean, I think I haven't been focused on music the way I want to be, because I've been focused on like trying to get money. Right. And there's a lot of opportunity in Atlanta. The way I make it make sense for people who don't know is like in Miami, we got the hospitality industry is big in Miami, right? So if you work in a hotel or something like that, that's probably what you're gonna do in Miami. But there's nothing else outside of that, really. Not a lot outside of that. We don't have a bunch of corporations. You come to Atlanta, you got Coca-Cola, Delta, Salesforce.
That's right.
You got Microsoft Hub now. You got Home Depot, Floor & Decor. You got what's it called? Cartoon Network, one of them things. Cartoon Network, one of them. CNN, and the list goes on. You can name all these corporations. For every corporation in Atlanta, that's thousands of jobs, and that's a lot more money in the economy.
That's right.
So there's a lot of people in Miami that struggle because it's more of a vacation town. And then in Atlanta, you can do well. And as a Black person, you can do well. And you don't have that elsewhere or in a lot of other places elsewhere. And I've been really motivated.
We've had some artists come on that are actually in Atlanta right now that have relocated from other areas with literally nothing in their pocket, just a wing and a prayer. And I've heard this story so many times. And I know you got to go out there. You got to have some money. See, me, I'm the type of person. I'm like, I got to have some cushion. I ain't finna go out there. I don't know nobody. But I've literally seen people go there, relocate, and they don't have a place to stay when they first get there and stuff. And they come up so quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out to our boy Nizzy Nice.
Yeah. So it's got to be, lucrative or
the way to explain that, and Stat is a true testimony of that. In Atlanta, the love is there. There's this family brotherly love that you get in the A. I'm from Florida. My friends in Atlanta don't understand it the way I understand it. In Florida, it's dog eat dog. You know what I'm saying? Like even going back to hustling, like you ever watch the movies and they be hustling and like one gang got one corner and another gang got another corner. Yeah. We don't do that in Florida. I'll step on anybody's block and sell whatever, and it's no kind of like ownership. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's how I grew up. It was just like I remember my best friend told me one time, I need you to catch this jug, but if you catch him again, I'm gonna kill you. And I was like, I'll kill you. You know, that's how it was. That's how our friends talked. You know, but we knew we was all serious. Like we knew we would go there. And I fought some of my friends growing up too. So it's just different. You know, in Atlanta, there's a lot of love outside of the crime and stuff. There's a lot of love and a lot of opportunity because they know how to work together. Florida don't got that.
I hear that. It's a hometown. Like I'm from North Carolina, so you know I had a lot of gang activity around me and stuff like that. But then when we moved here, because it wasn't a military part, you know, they do down there. But then when I moved to Florida, because we're in the country area, it's like homey. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I guess it really just depends. You living in Miami, it's like the fast-paced life and all that.
Yeah, she out there in the sticks.
Yeah.
I'm from Tampa originally, and that's kind of like
okay.
Yeah. Tampa treacherous.
Tampa, I was about to say Tampa turned up.
Yeah. And what's crazy about Tampa is big, has so many churches down there.
Yeah, that's the wild part.
Because every time I go down there, it's usually for an event, and they hold it at the churches. They got
they need to open up the doors and let some folks in there.
I got to be more specific though, because Tampa Bay area. Outside of Tampa, you got Pinellas County and then some other counties. But I grew up in Pinellas County, and I know that there's a huge difference between even Tampa and what we call cross the bridge, which would be like the outskirts of Tampa. There's a big difference with that too. So Tampa's still a big city, even though it's not big compared to other cities. But every time you have a big city, you got more opportunity. The outskirts city I grew up in didn't have no opportunity. Right. You know, so it was worse than Tampa. You know. Oh, wow. But Tampa,
so let's get into a little bit of the music, the background with the music and stuff. You obviously didn't start. Well, I don't know. When you came in the game, were you secular or I don't want to assume. I'm getting ready to assume.
But you heard my boy talk about selling on the corner and all that. So now you think
I assume because of what you were saying. But like how was it, you know, when you first got into the game? How did you get it started?
I don't know. I feel like I got forced into it because I wanted to rap and I was just rapping. And then I remember, you know, when I had started serving the Lord for real, and that was when I turned 18 or 18, 19-ish. I remember getting a lot of pressure to clean up my lyrics and stuff like that. And then I met a lot of Christian rappers because I started associating myself with Christians. And then there was a lot of like back then you couldn't call a show. You had to call it a ministry, you know? And if you said, I'm going to do this show, somebody would rebuke you. Nah, bro, that's a ministry. Get your heart right.
Right.
You know? It's still like that. So I had to learn. Yeah, I had to learn, and like I kind of got forced into it. So I made a lot of music back then that I felt like wasn't 100% transparent.
Right.
And then I started like, you know, kind of filling it out. So like I have this personally, I have accountability to be careful about the things that I say and the way that I live my life. And obviously that's how I am now. I'm a walking and talking and living Christian. But for the music, my music kind of just had to follow that. Right. It wasn't really like a one day I made a choice. Music kind of just had to fall in line, you know?
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. That makes sense. Lined up like your life will line up.
Yeah. And eventually I stopped talking about all the same stuff because I was doing different things, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's growth and maturity.
Yeah.
That's definitely.
That's good. I love that because you're not making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you make it happen, it's not authentic and more people are not drawn to you and your ministry. I mean, it is ministry, you know, and you do have to entertain too, because people love entertainment and music is part of entertainment. So it's not taken away from the ministry by entertaining, but you got to have the real and the authenticity of the lyrics in order to really make an impact. So
your heart got to be in the right spot.
Yeah, you need both because it's going to shine through. Because hip hop is big in so many different areas. even Christian hip hop, like before, like everybody was skeptical about it. They didn't know, but it's becoming the thing now. Everybody want to be a rapper. Even those who've been singing and stuff, just been doing jazz and stuff like that. Well, I'm in the arena, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop a couple of bars too, you know. So I mean, it's not a small area. Everybody is starting to crowd up the market. So it is good to have like real artists with real messages, doing real things, doing
Because
real
some people
life.
cross lanes, and everybody shouldn't be a rapper though. Somebody need to say it. Like we need some people behind the scenes. We need some people doing production, engineering. Like it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like if I feel like if everybody would stay in their lane and perfect your lane and allow the Holy Spirit, you know, to move inside of you, like we could take off even in the gospel rap industry altogether. I feel like it'll catapult things because we have people trying to be all over the place and we got to try to step on each other and all this other type of stuff. So
your
my
gift
bad.
Gonna make room.
Yeah,
it's gonna. Every market is gonna be crowded, but your gift gonna make room. So how will you stand out? So I think you stand out tremendously, not just because of, you know, how you look or anything like that. Like my first time hearing Threat
what song you about to say?
On a feature with Mark Griffin.
Oh, when he was talking about them lemon pepper wings?
Yes, man. Listen, anytime I like promote this guy, I always promote that. I don't know, that verse is just lethal. Like I'm just like anything you hit on, it's great. But that one right there, it was just lethal. I loved it. So your style even could pretty much draw in an audience that's not used to listening to Christian hip hop music before they even get to hear the lyrics. So they're like, hold up, what is that? So kind of talk about how you standing out and give some kind of advice to some of the other artists that may be trying to do too much, not doing enough, you know, not being their authentic self.
No, I think that you basically summed it up. I think authenticity is what sets me apart. And I only say that because that's what everybody tell me, you know, and then I've met some of everybody, you know, and I don't even care to always have a relationship with people because I see they're not being authentic. And it's difficult for me to connect with people who are not being authentic. Exactly. And it's also difficult for me to like comfort somebody in that space when I can see that it's not sincere, you know? So it's like, that's a good thing. That's what sets me apart. That's why the people who love Threat. But then most other people just might sleep on Threat or not pay attention because they're not looking for authenticity and that doesn't resonate with them. You know, for the ones that it does, it's rewarding. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I've always said I make music to connect with people like me. I've always said that, you know, but the more that I become different and distinct, the harder it is to find those people.
Makes sense.
Isn't that ironic? It does make sense. I remember the last time we sat down with you and I was like, something you said, and I went back and kind of paid attention to your music. You was like, you normally only flow fast, spit fast when you're on a feature. And I was like, well, let me go listen to some of his music when he's by. I was like, yo, you flow so different though when you by yourself. It's still dope. It's like that he be eating people up on their songs. I don't know.
That's all it is. If they ask me for a verse, if they ask me for a verse, it's gonna be better than any verse on my album.
I'm going in. That's all bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to listen to their verse and snap on their verse.
I promise you, I feel you.
That's all it is.
Dang, that's dope. I try to do the same thing. That's dope, bro. That's dope. Stat, you better unmute, bro. What's going on over there?
Stat, we're gonna go to you. See it, I brought you in already, so we're gonna just go to you. What's going on? Talk a little bit about your relationship with Threat and tell us a little bit about your journey.
Man. Me and Threat's relationship, that's my brother, man. For real. Our relationship started from a phone call on accident.
On accident. Wow.
On accident.
Yeah. It takes
a wrong number
story because I tell it wrong every time. Threat gotta actually tell that story because he tells it in such a vivid detail. But yeah, that's how it happened. You know what I'm saying? And I'll let you take that one, bro, because I'm trying to remember how everything is, but I'm a little cloudy right now.
So back in 2009, Stat was the man in Atlanta for producing. He was the big producer. I heard about him a few times. People was like, man, you got to link with this producer. His name G Status. And so I seen a album that he was on credited. I had heard it and he was credited on there. And so I'm hearing about him. Anyway, somebody I was with knew him and tried to call him. And they called him from my phone. And then he ain't pick up. And so then it was like the next day or something. He calls back and I pick up not knowing who it is. And he's like, hey, I got a missed call. And I'm like, nah, I ain't call you, bro. But then we was talking and I'm like, oh, I'm catching on. This is the producer.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, but who are you? Instead of getting off the phone when it was a missed call, he's like, but who are you? And so I started telling him who I am. And he was like, hey, bro, well, you know what I'm saying? I'm G Status. I'm a producer. Let me bless you, man. What's your email?
Yeah,
and I'm like, I give him my email and the man sends me like 2-3 free beats.
Wow.
But in my mind, I'm like, this is the guy that everybody's talking about. The last person who would send free beats to a stranger. Yeah. And so he sends me the beats and then he says, hey, matter of fact, bro, I got an event coming up. It's my birthday, my album release. I want you to open. So my first time meeting him was at his album release when I was opening up.
Yeah, he family.
One of the openers. Yeah, so
he became family from
obviously I can't say nothing negative about bro.
We've been rocking ever since, man.
Yeah.
Yo, that's real.
So what was it something about him that made you connect to him, or is that just the heart of who you are? Like
he like that with everybody. He like that with everybody.
Yeah. I give like whatever, like mixing and mastering. I can't tell you how many albums for people that are known as singles that I've done for free just because, you know what I'm saying, or producing different things like that. So it was one of those things when I first started. I had such a hard time getting into people's studios and all of that stuff that when I said I'm gonna just build my own, and I never want to be able to tell someone that I can't do something for someone because of a price. So I give, you know what I'm saying? Like as fast as I give it, I can make something else. So I'm not really.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not one to hold on to stuff because that's how you say not blessed.
Anointed stuff.
Know? Listen, it's like a real
just keep flowing and keep flowing because you're gifting it. That don't mean like, you know, like give everything away free, work for free your whole life. But that does mean that there is a time and a place and seasons where you are gifting to, you know, artists or people that God has placed in your midst so that you can bless them and so that they can bless others with that. Same thing, same way we do the connections and stuff right here on the podcast, whether we're doing PR with some of the artists or whatever, we connect with them through other events or other artists, you know, and that's the one thing I love about that I found about the hip hop space, especially with our Atlanta artists, is that it is like a family.
Right.
Once you get in there, you just you just family, you know. So I love that type of vibe. I asked that question because I want other people to hear that it is possible. It ain't gotta be dog eat dog. It ain't gotta be, you know, this mine. I gotta have my name on everything and all this kind of stuff.
And that's what we're supposed to do though, right? He blesses us. He gives things to us so he can see what he can get through us. He give it to you to get it to somebody else so he can keep pouring into you when it starts overflowing. Yeah.
And let me say this. That's how it should be in the Christian community.
Period.
That's one of my gripes, and there's many, but the Christians don't get that they're supposed to differentiate themselves from the world, not mimic the world. One of the ways we could do that is by the way that we do business. But unfortunately, you're gonna meet more shady people or just as many shady people in the CHH as you're gonna be anywhere else.
Yeah.
They scared though. You like the way he's given, the way I've given, the way T have given, and I'm sure you have given. People are scared to do that.
They're so scared
because they thinking I'm not gonna get nothing from this. I'm not gonna get nothing back from this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
very short-sighted.
You know,
that's good. Short-sighted. That's good.
You know, where your faith at? You know, too, because if God gifted you something, God is not gonna stop blessing if you're doing it the way you know you need to be doing it. That's
why he has to be the source. You know what I'm saying? And what that goes back to, Thread, like you just said, to me, that means that those people have not fully surrendered at least some point. Like myself, if I know that I should be doing something, but I'm not doing it out of fear, okay, there's a little piece of something inside of me that I haven't fully surrendered because I should trust him enough to know that, hey, if I do give this, whether I get anything back or not, he's still gonna come through. So you know, that's real.
See what you describing too, it used to exist that there was an order, right? And there used to be a grooming, and people couldn't stand it. Like when I didn't really experience it, but I know of people who, when they got blocked or somebody says, nah, I can't put you on stage just yet.
Right.
They would always take some personal offense. But the structure used to be that we gon', you know what I'm saying, make sure that you solid before we put you out there with a platform to influence people. And what happens is that order went away. And now every 3-4 years, whoever was a super Christian is now super in the world. And I can't even count how many people I've seen who used to be super Christians and all the theology and all that stuff. And now they making music videos, smoking, drinking, got girls twerking, everything, trying so hard to fit in. And it's like, dog, look at your catalog, bro. That season is over for you. Man. But they, you know what I'm saying? But they was never groomed. They was never under any kind of structure.
There was no discipleship.
Yeah,
that's
no
what's
discipleship.
going out the window. It's going right out the window. But you got some people that long for it though.
Where you at in the first place. I mean, it just shows where you at in the first place. That thing that says we've never arrived, or we don't never arrive. That's true. We don't ever arrive. It's
ever
constantly learning, constantly being taught. You know, but we have to be teachable. You know what I mean? So
that's important.
That's very, very.
If you're gonna be a Christian artist, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you're gonna be a worldly artist, just go be that. You know what I'm saying? But don't try to piggyback off of the church and then be like a bad example. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real.
I didn't try to go the Christian route. I tried to. I mean, like I don't necessarily say I went the Christian route, but I'm always affiliated and associated with Christian artists. So it is what it is, and I'm a Christian, so it was like an unavoidable thing. But it wasn't.
But see, that's how it's supposed to be. You're not giving yourself the title. Your life
is about your lifestyle,
and it gives you the title. That's the all right title right there. Because I got a problem with titles. People put titles on themselves, ain't you know, even walking in that. And I'm not saying people, you know, don't make mistakes and ain't human and stuff like that. Because I do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, people like the title because they feel like it gets them somewhere. But they don't understand there's weight that comes with that title.
That's just like loving the gift without loving the gift giver. Like you love yourself and the gift that God has given you more than you love him. You know what I mean? Like
I'm gonna throw a curveball in here too. So what happens is that they start to resent the obligation to be something, right? And so what they try to do is they want to change what has been. They want to change it now to make things easier for themselves. And here go the curveball. Old girl just failed a drug test for the Olympics. And the conversation that they trying to start is, well, that rule should go away. Right. But this rule has always been
forever.
And you knew that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And why should the world have to adjust to your change of value?
One person decided. Yep. That's real though.
It is.
I like that. See, that's one perspective. My nerves this morning. Like it was getting on my nerves because I've seen so many of the different arguments. So I had my little piece in there, but I ain't say too much. My thing was people saying, I mean, just really, really coming down on this girl. You know, I'm not giving the excuse about her losing her mom and that's how people cope because everybody got different coping mechanism. She ain't never lost her mom before, so how we know? You know what she needed or how she know? You know what I'm saying? So it's not our job to dictate what she should be doing, whatever. But as far as stopping her from running, you know, I don't know.
Right is right and wrong is wrong.
Yeah, I'm like, just, let's pray for her. Let's let her keep going, you know, and then help her out of this, you know, because she's still grieving. She's still in the grieving process. So I think know that they are going to allow her to compete. So I'm definitely glad about that. Yeah.
A little takeaway is just to never get caught in the details. That's where things get so confusing. You can debate all the time.
Right.
You know, the details and the what is.
Conversation.
I can take you off the deep end real quick.
It is. All right, so we're gonna go quickly to one. Now, this is not the new release that you have, but we're gonna take a quick break. Give y'all people what's up. We got Knowledge on here. We got Zion the Voice on here. What's up, y'all?
Hey.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up? What's good? Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like and share share this with your family. Tell Bobo and them to come from under the tree, y'all.
She missing in the pouring down rain.
This interview, and we got another one coming up right after this with my boy Just Murray. So y'all stay locked. And we got more with my boy Threat when we come back after this.
Oh. I see small fire.
This is a spiritual war.
I believe the devil is come to deceive. So many tricks up his sleeve. How could this happen to me? The predator prey on the weak. They got their tongue in their cheek. The shepherd is saving his sheep, but they haven't prayed in a week. The devil is out on the street. He got his dogs on a leash, tryna put paws on a meek. Seen a good fall for the scheme, with my head down in the dream. I'ma rain down gasoline, then come here to make a scene. But the watchman never sleep, about to run down, what you mean? I pray a demon inside of a bind that's really divine. Walk by faith, not sight. Make dog walk in the light, one spark at the night in the far sight. Man see men like trees, blind man don't be deceived. Test that, hope you believe. On the road with a team, gotta throw me the keys. I'm tryna go till it bleed. Guess I'm in need light, that's a ring type. Even at night, I'm a street light. I don't play nice, know the dogs got a mean bite. Yeah, tell them flee, time down. Be at peace, never lie down. Enemies hide out, but the beef never die down. Yeah, they can leave, ride out. I'm a king, this in my town. They wanna scream till it pipe down. Name of Jesus right now. Yeah, name of Jesus. Promise that he'll never leave us. Devil is come to deceive us. His kingdom will crumble to pieces. I believe the devil is come to deceive. Leviathan under the seas. I'm trying to uncover the things like monsters under the sheets, but not like Monsters Inc. I say be gone, capiche. Church got soft and weak. Started to look like Dawson's Creek. Sat in a cell, couldn't pay for a loophole. Don't be ashamed if you do so. Goulash shit, but it came from a Super Bowl. Gotta make way for the new folk. We go to war, no gun, straight sumo. Less in the paint, say uno. Haitian is sin, but the sin ain't voodoo. Higher praise, not kudos.
What's up? All right, we're gonna welcome Stat back as soon as he come back in. But this is live beyond the beach. You're chilling with your girl, Dr. T and Miss.
And who? Okay.
Come on. I'm gonna get you, girl. I ain't gonna do you like that. And we got our boy the Ret in the building.
Yo.
Stat, who is coming back in now. And we're gonna go back to Stat because I want to hear a little bit about his musical journey.
That's right,
Stat, my bro. Let's talk a little bit about your history, how you got into the music business. We know how you connected with our boy Threat, but obviously you've been doing this thing for a while, helping a lot of artists, working with a lot of artists. Let's talk about your journey into the music industry. Has it always been in Christian hip hop?
Nah, not at all. I actually started. Don't get me wrong. Like I grew up in church, so I played, instruments and stuff like that. Now I sing, but oddly, I never sang in church. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. So I played drums. I played piano.
You do sound like you're a singer.
I do a little something. But so I always did like R&B, hip hop, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But I did my little street thing too. So I got saved when I was 21. I had a lot going on, like price on my head, just a whole bunch of stuff set up, all kind of crazy stuff. Wound up getting saved, and then I stopped doing music for a while. Prior to me getting saved, I had a deal on the table from a major, and I passed it up because I was like, I'm going this route.
Right.
So when I got saved, I knew I didn't want to do Kirk Franklin music. I didn't want to do Donnie McClurkin, and I didn't want to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be real cautious with my words because I'm country, so I call everything junk. But I don't want to be like, I didn't want to do that Donnie McClurkin junk. You know what I'm saying? So, so I took some time off to try to figure out what I really wanted to do, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? So I did this little hip hop rap sing type of thing where I still intertwine worship in it or whatever. And then I did production and I did mixing and mastering. So that's basically how I got into it. And then I started, forming labels and production teams and different things like that, and just working with a whole bunch of artists. And that's really it. So like even now, much like my bro here, like I don't consider myself a Christian hip hop artist. I am a believer. I do make music, but I don't think that my music is the only reflection of how my lifestyle is, if that makes any sense. So I don't do anything. I don't make music that's going to compromise my walk, my faith, my character, or anything like that.
That's right.
But I know plenty of people who I've done mix and mastering for, and I know personally they got Jesus in their songs 20, 30, 40 times and don't live nothing they talk about. So you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is or whatever. So but yeah, that's how I got started. Met a lot of people, did a lot of work with people, and I just was one of those people that grinded. And now here we are. So after I met my bro Threat, we started working together, doing a whole bunch of stuff. Every song that we have done has been crazy.
I can imagine.
That's not even a lie. Now there's been some songs.
Did y'all do I Believe together?
Nah.
No, but Stat has mixed a lot of my songs, even the songs he wasn't on. He's engineered most of my songs.
Okay. That's still love.
That's still dope. Yeah, you're a major part of the
that's so important. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. He's been behind the scenes for most of the songs that I put out. Like he's mixed, I think he mixed a mixtape and an album for me, like all the songs on it.
Wow. That's real.
Yeah.
You been in Atlanta? You from Atlanta, Stat? My bad, sis. Go ahead. I'm trying to see you from the A.
I was born in Augusta, but I grew up here.
Okay.
On the east side.
East side.
So you got music out right now, Stat?
Yeah. I got music out now.
You just dropped something, right?
Yeah. I just dropped a R&B track called "Admire You." And I got the remix coming out soon, which has Mouthpiece on it. And then I got some other stuff coming in, some stuff that, just trying to wrap up an album. We've had a lot, go on in our personal lives recently, so I had to kind of get back focused on it and everything. But so that's the latest one that came out was the "Admire You" track.
You balancing a lot though with the music, not only putting out music, but also behind the scenes work and stuff. How are you balancing all of that and staying sane? Because I know you got some little ones at the house too.
Yeah, at first when I first got married, it was difficult. So that was almost 7 years ago. It was difficult because I didn't know how to balance it. I was so used to just going how I wanted to, what I'm saying?
Right.
So once I got that balance, once I realized like, okay, it's okay to not do something today. It's okay to just spend time with my family today. So I have days where I just do nothing but spend time with my daughter. I have days where I do nothing but spend time with my wife. And then some days I do mixing, some days I write, sometimes I record. Plus I got like a couple of other things I do, like business ventures I'm working on. So it's just a matter of seeing what's necessary at the time and not forcing anything. That's one thing I've learned. Forcing stuff,
natural,
you do the worst job you could possibly do. I know I forced some mixes and I listened to it later and was like, there's no way I did that. That sounds hard. But it's crazy.
Man, that's a question I think that a lot of us have to answer, because we have families outside of, being in this industry.
Right.
This industry takes a lot out of you, when
a whole lot.
Doing on the grind and stuff like that. But you do have to make time intentionally for family so that doesn't get put on the back burner, because we do see a lot of people breaking up and kids missing mommies and daddies because, people trying to make it happen in this industry. The biggest thing about us is that this is a God thing. This is, God is blessing this thing. So we don't have to, he's not going to bless us where it takes away from the family life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we just got to learn how to balance it, kind of release that control, I guess you could say, for that. So,
yeah, because he's going to give you the direction.
Thread, I'm gonna give you that same question about balancing that family life and the music.
You just can't sleep.
Bro said, just don't sleep, bump it.
Yeah, that's all.
Zombie life.
Balance family, but don't balance sleep.
Right.
You feel me? Now, you know what? I'll say this. I'm a big believer in seasons, and I feel like this is the word that the church doesn't have a hold of, is that God works in seasons. So God will give you something right now that's good for now, but if you're trying to hold on to that same word that you got from God later at the wrong time, it's not gonna work. Yeah, so I feel like for me, it's seasons. I have seasons where I work so much and it seems, you know, like it's no balance, but then I'll have another season which is the opposite, like no work. You know what I'm saying? Like a summer, you got your summer and you got your winter. You got to know how to have both.
Right.
You know?
So you're still balancing, yet just balancing in a different way, because what works for you may not work for me. What works for Stat may not work for Trinell. So it's all about really what best suits your situation and your family. And you have to also have an understanding family. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, we sat down with somebody, I think it was Boy Wonder, and he was like, shout out to Kenton and Ramona, like the fact that they take their family, like majority, like wherever they go, they're like a prime example of what family is. Like, but everybody can't do that. Yeah,
you got to do that. No, I know dudes that never show up nowhere with their family,
right?
But their family situation is ugly.
It's trash.
You know what I'm
For real.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
So
And I know dudes, man. I can tell you some stuff. I done seen dudes get left. I done seen affairs. I done been in somebody's house and the wife having an affair. You know what I'm saying? I done seen all of that stuff with these dudes who try to prioritize ministry
over your family.
It's crazy. For me, I'm not saying that
so it can happen outside, you know.
Yeah. But I'm not saying that I got the best balance, but I do understand those things. So like I'm not like pushing my family to the side.
Because home is your first ministry, though.
Yeah.
If you can't take care of your home, how can you go out and minister to the people? Like, how can you possibly say that you're doing that if your career not straight? So
and you can't be afraid to say no. You can't be afraid to turn down opportunities. You know what I'm saying? I just know some people that they take every opportunity and they don't go nowhere and they lose everything they got.
Right. Yeah. It wasn't worth losing.
Ain't gonna take you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody thinks just because they on the road and they doing this and they doing that, it's taking you somewhere. Like every opportunity that you get, you need to weigh that thing. You know, like sort of count up the cost. Like, what's this gonna cost me?
Discernment.
Like, not just financially. Is it gonna cost me time with the kids? Is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna open up new opportunities, networking opportunities, and stuff like that? You don't have to be so busy, because most of the time, busy is not productive.
Oh, that's good. We get caught up in the moment and forget, like, did God even send me there, though?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, am I just supposed to be a display?
About an hour and that's it.
Right.
Like, what you get out of that? You know, did you get a new connect or whatever? So, then your family suffers, you know.
Exactly.
You know, so that's very vital. I know we got to wrap it up in just a minute because we got our next artist coming on. But, Threat, we want to know what's coming up next for you. What can we expect from you?
All right. I got a song with Caleb McCoy. I'm waiting to drop it when we got the video sealed up, but I already got his visuals for the video. Caleb McCoy, if you don't know, he's in Philly Boston. My bad. Boston. So yeah, but he's a big artist. He's a big artist in Boston. So we got a little feature coming up, which I'm excited about because I used some drops from what's this dude name? The young dude, YK Osiris. You ever heard of him? Yeah. I got some drops from him. He's talking that talk on the thing, right?
He is talking.
And I actually ran into him and told him, you know, like I appreciate what he said. He don't know I used it, but I told him I appreciate what he said. But so that's coming out, and then my boy Alano with Don, he is dropping an album soon, which I'm excited about. He put a lot of work into this project, and I'm on the hardest song on the project. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, so we got some nice features coming out. You feel me? And then I'm gonna be working on my own stuff. I got a song. I don't want to talk about it yet, but the next single that I put out, no features. I'm really excited about this one.
No features.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the name.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's not called no features. I'm saying there's no features.
No features on it. Oh.
Yeah. I don't like to feature a lot. I just feature with people I know. You know, mostly. But yeah, this one I'm excited about. So we got some work in the pipeline that I'm looking forward to dropping.
I
already know it's gonna be fire.
This gonna be a full album.
We've been wrestling with that. You know, albums are kind of dated now. You know, unless depending on who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Depending on, I do want to put out a body of work because I've just been doing singles for a while.
Yeah.
Right.
So I do want to put a body of work, but it might be like an EP or something like that.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Still
well,
gonna be fire.
real quick, tell us about the new one, Home Team, that just was or getting ready to be released or has been released.
Yeah. So Home Team mixed by Stat. So glad we got him on here. Home Team was just a record, man. It's not like a single for events and stuff. It's just a record that you gotta either sit back and appreciate or you miss it altogether. You know, it starts off slow, it ends strong, but it's got a lot of music in it. Stat has some good feedback on it, and that's why we went with it. He kind of helped me decide on that one. Stat, you want to chime in and say anything about Home Team? Because I know that you worked a lot on that record as well.
Home Team, I told Threat probably a couple of weeks ago, I feel that this was his best record. Not the most lyrical or anything like that. It's a difference between lyrics and records. So we know Threat can spit. Everybody know that who listens to his music, but he actually made a really, really, really good record that could actually do something. So I was like, hey, bro, let's try to push it this way. I think, but I think it's his best record so far.
It gives him a different sound too.
Yeah,
I hear a difference in previous work too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't oversaturate it. Like, some people will listen to a beat and be like, oh, I gotta put this here, or I gotta ad lib right here.
Do too much.
He let the beat breathe, and then he came in like it was like a like chemistry. That's really what it is. It's what it should be.
Yeah.
You're making music. You let the beat do what it does, and then you come in and do what you do as well, and you blend. So I feel like it's his best record so far.
Dang, that's dope.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Chemistry, bro. You in the lab.
Yeah. Listen, y'all relationship, your friendship is something to be admired. I think a lot of artists need to, tap in not only to, other people that are connected and there for a reason, but see how you can benefit from being connected to brothers and sisters in Christ that are doing it in the business. Listen, that's what it's all about. We can't do it by ourselves. We cannot do it by ourselves. God didn't design us that way. I can't accomplish my goal without this lady in this little red shirt, because God has placed her in my life for a specific purpose. So there are some things that we have to understand we cannot reach by ourselves. And I got a lot of artists that are looking to go far.
Right.
I don't know why I was pointing like that. I hope they ain't trying to go to heaven right now. But a lot of artists is trying to go far. But that without the understanding that you need a team around you. You need a team around you.
It's necessary.
That's a vital piece of that. So I'm gonna give both of you guys 30 seconds to just kind of speak to the people, encourage the people. Any last words that you may have for them as we wrap up this segment.
Stat, you go ahead and go first, bro.
I'm gonna give you my 30 so you can take a full minute.
Okay. Well, I'll say keep your values, stay humble on your pursuit of whatever greatness you're pursuing. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Very, very general things that a lot of people lose focus on, and have fun. Value relationships. Always treat people with respect as much as you can. You don't got to lose all of that to be the hottest. You know what I'm saying? You could be hot and still have all of that. And honestly, most of these guys that you see, out there in the world that are super hot and super on, they got that stuff too. You might just not see it. You know what I'm saying? Have good relationships, man, and enjoy them while they last. And our last thing I want to say is that I really appreciate y'all. Got a lot of respect for y'all. Thank y'all so much for having me on. It's a privilege and an honor. And thanks for letting me bring Stat on too.
Man, we love you, bro.
Man,
I
always
love you too, bro.
This family right here, man. Bro, it was a pleasure meeting you. Stat, and pleasure. We'll definitely be bringing you back on, Stat, at a later date so we can chop it up with you a little bit more. Threat, my man, it was a pleasure having you, bro. And I look forward to what God is doing for you.
Everything he's doing in the future.
Man. So
thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing.
For a Threat be motivating
likewise.
me, man. Threat be out here motivating me, pushing me. Go it. I'm like, bro. Nah, but for real. And it was nice to meet you, Stat, and I look forward to linking up and connecting as well.
Straight up.
Likewise with y'all.
All right, guys, this is Beyond the Beat. Listen, this was the first segment, and we were here with our guys, Threat and Stat, man. Listen, y'all stay locked in to
Don't
the page,
go nowhere.
You First Media. Don't go nowhere, because we do have another segment with
Jess
our
Murray.
guy, Jess Murray, coming up next in about 5 minutes. Y'all stay locked in.
Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, introduce Jesse Reddy, Andrew B.
Yep.
Oh, there.
Yes. Andrew B. No stress, no drama.
Feel the vibe.
Yeah. Cause it could have been the next thing.
Yes, sir. Shotty Reddy. Come on.
Could have been the next thing. Fighting troubles in my life. Wrestling. So don't tell me about testing. I got a price on my head. Western. Everyday shots firing. They said the battle is his, I'm retiring. And if they wanted me, I run off. No entertainment, straight brush off. No room for a waste man. Horror backstabbing galleon on my face. And too much passer in this bait land. Cause I fly with the tunes, Space Jam. They might chat pure mess distractions to stop me birthing the vision contractions. I keep it real with my youth, show action. I get blessing, palm blessing, me thank you. Hey, they wanna bring stress. You see me brush it off, no stress.